I'm gonna get the carpet this week. It's on its way, as is the sound deadener. And I'm going to weld the floors before the carpet gets here. And I also ordered some Weatherstrip adhesive. And I actually have the T-top Weatherstrip for both sides. So once that Weatherstrip adhesive gets here, we'll take care of this little leak, because we got this leak here underneath the T-top. It's leaking there, and then it's also leaking in heavy rain. It's leaking right there. So we're gonna take care of that. All right, we got our welding done. And no, I'm not gonna show you my welds, because this is going online, and I know all the expert welders are online, so not gonna show that. I know better. These worked decent. Their sensors, they're alright. I do wear a respirator usually whenever I'm welding. I don't want all those fumes getting in my body. Oh man. So we're gonna put this Black Super Weatherstrip and gasket adhesive. I use this all the time for any kind of weather stripping. And there it is. Alright, I got the T-top out already. You'll want to take yours out too. Unfortunately, my plastic, see, you can see the inside of this. That's the seatbelt cover, how that's red from my parts car. And then this is the original to the car, and this is, God, that plastic's in bad shape. But we're gonna leave it there because I don't have a replacement for it, and it's held on by these little clips here, and I really don't want to mess with that right now. What you need to do whenever you get any kind of weather stripping is get it out and make sure it actually fits. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and make sure it fits. So there was a tiny bit of rust here, and I went ahead and put some Pour 15 patch over it after I sanded it. I've never used that stuff before, and I wanted to see if it was going to work good. So I guess we'll see. I would normally, I would just put new stuff in, but we're on a time crunch. I don't have enough time to order anything. I don't have enough time to fabricate anything because I pulled all this weather stripping out, and I can't let the car sit here and leak. So, got to put the new weather stripping in. Hopefully that Pour 15 stuff will work good. And if it doesn't, well, then I won't buy it anymore. But a lot of people swear by that stuff, so hopefully it works. So now I've just got to get the T-top weather stripping in, and you know, we'll put it around in there. The rest of the channel looked pretty good. Like it's I already paint prepped it, and I've been trying to get this stuff out more, and I'm gonna take a screwdriver to it and try to get a little more of this out. But I went over this paper towel. I shouldn't have, because it caught on all this, and like this stuff here, this is what this is old weather strip just sticking to all this stuff here. So these have these here, and which are good, but because they'll help hold the weather stripping down. And I have, let me see if it's in here. I must have taken it inside. I have to go get it then. But this kit came with these spacers right here. If we look at this, this kit has these spacers here, which are supposed to eliminate any kind of leak. We're going to use those. We're going to use them because I know for a fact these T-tops were leaking. And believe it or not, they weren't leaking in the back where I found that rust. They were leaking up in the front where there's no rust at all, But if we look, I think it was around this little channel here, I think, because the weather strip looked horrible there. So I think that's where it was from. So we'll just go through and we'll try to remove a little more of this stuff, because you can see this stuff is very belligerent. Doesn't like coming off at all, and we kind of need it to. I mean, I've got enough not bare metal, but I've got enough steel here that it should stick to something. But we want all the dirt out of there, and I've got this taped because I didn't want the weather stripping to actually get on my other paint. Because if you don't know, this stuff that I'm using, this will strip paint, so you gotta be careful with it. It will strip paint. So we'll take a screwdriver, because that's all I've got, and we'll try to get some more of this off. And then we'll put this, we'll just install it, I think. I think we'll get it installed. And I think what I'll do is I'll go around this little level here with the adhesive, just to make sure it's getting in there. And I'll put it on here too, probably with a glove first. Well, they don't fit. They're way too wide. So of course, they're gonna have to take fabrication. And I don't know what it is with Classic Industries OER stuff. See, OER never fits right, ever. I had some door panels, or not door panels, weather stripping for doors one time. And they were OER. And instead of foam, see, these ones are the foam ones. These door panels, or door weather stripping. I don't know why I keep saying that. But for that black Trans Am, I got OER weather stripping for the doors. And they were so thick and not spongy at all that the doors couldn't close at all. They were the most annoying weather stripping I ever had, and they were just like, guaranteed to fit. No fabricating required. It's just like, yeah, okay. Like these here, see how spongy that is? Well, those OER ones had no sponginess to them at all. Like these right here, these are way too wide. I compared them to the other one. These are just ginormous to the other one. And these are supposed to be the same thing. For the same exact T-tops. For the Fisher body T-tops. And, I mean, look at this. These don't even... Like, even if I push this down, I just can't get the T-top on. So, and it said dry fit it before you try any, before you try anything, so... I think what I'm going to do is take a knife to this outer edge, because the inner edge is the one that we use for the seal, right? That seals against the T-top. So I think we're going to take a knife to this outer edge, and I think we're going to take half of this outer edge here. We'll just take half of it, the whole length, and I'm going to mark with a Sharpie where that meets there, because I'm going to take that out too, so that it can go ahead and go around. Alright, so we're going to try this. What have I got to lose, right? Just ridiculous. I've been out here for about an hour wrestling with this. I got it. The only way it'll close is if it's not actually in the two, I don't even know what those are called, but the two little notches. That's the only way it'll close. It can't be in the notches, so we're going to go ahead and trim this dang thing, and hopefully it works. Now, the way this works here with this is it's got a piece down here, see? It's got that also seals. So it's not like it would be letting water past it, because that there seals against everything. So we'll go ahead and we'll cut some of this. Take it out of there and cut it. And we're done. God, I don't even think I'm going to do the driver's side unless I get OERs. Or OEMs, I mean. Gosh, I'm already confused. Oh, I had to cut a lot off of those. I couldn't even use these little things. They said use those if you don't like the originals, like if your original's leaked, you know, use those. Gosh, headache and a half. They did say put the T-top on and close the door. So I barely was able to get the T-top on. What a headache. I would take it off and show it, but what a headache. Well, you can see that I had to cut some of that because it was overlapping this and there was just, it wouldn't close. T-top would not close, not even dry fitting it. Because if we go over here, shows how tired I am. If we go over here, yeah, so it was completely overlapping. Like there was just so much material. So I think it will end up working better than factory because I can look up and see the seal around the T-top on the inside. So I can see the seal there. I don't even know if I'm gonna clean up today. I'm so dang tired. We welded the floors, we fixed those. That took most of the day, and then this weather stripping took the rest of the day. But it's done, so now we've got door weather stripping, and we've got the window, the outside window, and we've got the T-top done. So there's actually one other thing I needed to do. So this weather stripping you got to be careful with because this stuff will eat paint. It will take paint right off. So I've got this right here that I forgot to put weather stripping on, or that weather stripping stuff on. So we're going to put some of it because this flops around when I open the door and I hate it. So we're going to put this on and close the door, and hopefully that takes care of our problem. Okay, so we got that done. I gotta pick up my extension cord. Who would ever do the other side? Oh man, the other side's dry rotted, but it's still sealed. I don't know if I'm gonna do this other side for a while. I might go ahead and get an OEM. Might get an OEM one, because goodness gracious, what a headache. But it said don't open them for 24 hours, so my carpet's coming tomorrow, and it's not going to be here probably until the end of the day, because FedEx never delivers early, so I don't think opening this for 24 hours is going to be a problem. Alright, I gotta do some work with the fiberglass repair kit here. I've got a spot on my, I guess it's a shifter tunnel, but I've got to basically fabricate one. I cut the hole, and I did it with a Sawzall, so it looks horrible. So I've got to, I went ahead and welded most of the spots that needed fixed, but there were a couple that I'm going to have to fabricate something, like around a corner, and I didn't have anything to weld in, so we're going to fabricate that with this fiberglass repair kit. So I'm going to get that done. My carpet came in today with the sound deadener. I got the sound deadener that you have to cut, you know, and form it yourself. And the carpet, I'm going to cut the hole for the shifter myself. And we'll put that in. I've got some Pour 15 on the way. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. And I ordered that because I wanted to put that on the floors on the passenger side, on the inside and the outside, so on the under. And I already got it paint prepped, and it's ready for it. So we'll go ahead and put that on, let that dry, then put the carpet in. And so the carpet will be in a few days. The carpet will be in. Now I've got to pull this tape. Just remember, I had that there to protect that from that adhesive that we had to put on, because that stuff strips paint. So I'll go ahead and pull this all off, and I'll probably do it off camera, because it would be kind of boring to watch. So I'll get that out of there. It looks like, even though I had to cut this, like you can see, well, you can't really see in there very well, but I had to cut quite a bit of material out, but it did eventually work. So it has been around 24 hours. They do say to wait 24 hours. I'm leaving the T-tops in. The door will probably open so that the fiberglass fumes don't just knock me out. But I think that's what we'll do today, is the fiberglass stuff, because that's going to be preventing us from advancing. So yeah, see this? Let's hold this on pretty good here, because that was flopping around, remember, if you remember. And these are, I believe, OEM style. It's only been 24 hours, but this right here looks pretty good for the most part. So I think it worked out pretty good. We are not gonna bother taking the T-top out, though. We're gonna leave that in for now. We got quite a mess to clean up. All right, that stuff's drying. I got it pretty much done. Now, all we gotta do is clean up, and we're waiting for that pour 15 to get here. That's always what I've called it. Some people call it POR 15. I've always called it pour 15. So once it gets here, we're going to put it on the floors. And it should protect them in case in case we ever have any moisture get in there. Now, I'm hoping with all this brand new weather stripping, we shouldn't have to worry about that, but you never know. So I'm going to pick this up in a second. This stuff is already starting to gel. And once it starts to gel, see this? It's starting to gel. And once it gels, that's already hard there. But that's solid as a rock there. But once it gels, we're going to put it back in its box so that a little critter can't get to it. And these are empty. We'll throw those away. But we'll put it in a box because I don't want an animal to get a hold of it. And I don't think they would try to eat it, but if they did, it would most certainly kill them. So I think probably tomorrow we'll move the car back a little bit because we don't need it here anymore in this spot. We did everything we needed to do.